Welcome back to part two, Taurus Sun. Welcome back to part two, Taurus Sons. Uh, so, what is the sun? The sun is the soul. The sun is your aura. The sun is your father. Uh, the sun represents one of the main themes in your life of, of astrologically of what you have to do here on this planet this time. You dig what I'm saying? Some personality traits, things like that. But we just gonna talk about the relationship aspect with the father, the relationship, just relationships in general, and like careers when they talk about Taurus on part two. So we're gonna start with the relationship with the father, with Taurus. A lot of Taurus's relationship with the father could be their fathers could have been like the matriarch of the family, or the main supporter, or very well known, or a very stable individual. A lot of times, Tauruses could come from uh, a stable, have a stable father, a father who was hardworking, a father who had finances, who had his things together, who was very family orientated. Um, I want to say this too. For the last about 7 years, y'all been experiencing a lot of changes in general, like uh, uh, in life, just in life, dealing with the father. You dig what I'm saying? Probably been experiencing changes with the father, or going through changes with the father, or their father may been having experiencing some changes, or you may have yourself been experiencing a lot of changes. I'm pretty sure you have, because Uranus has been in Taurus for about the last 7 years. So it's about to go to Gemini around July. So y'all gonna get y'all a break, but hopefully y'all learn y'all lesson. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully the Tauruses needed to make the changes that they needed to make within these past 7 years in order for their relationships to do well. And a lot of them have been going through a lot of changes within their relationship in these past 7 years. Not just their relationship with their father, just relationships in general. They have been changing drastically in crazy different ways. Like their views and their morals and things have been tested, and uh, things that uh, they said they probably would go against their morals, things that they probably wouldn't have done uh, years ago. They find themselves changing their perspective, and not just their perspective, just their whole way of being. You dig what I'm saying? They have probably been changing a lot of that when it comes to just life in general, with dealing with people, and like and how they deal with people on uh on a level as far as like uh on the masses, of dealing with people in the masses, just not just a one-on-one relationship. A lot of Tauruses have been dealing with a lot of individuals in these last different years, relationship-wise. A lot of y'all have probably been experiencing, uh, you know, this different crazy relationships. You know what I'm saying? But y'all definitely have been experiencing a lot of new things, a lot of new things in your life. A lot of new things have been introduced that you wasn't familiar with in your life. So that's been a great thing for Tauruses, because a lot of y'all probably have been stuck in y'all ways, and it's good that y'all needed that change, and shit in the last 7 years. We've been seeing a lot of things happen with how we consume food, and how food is even prepared and cooked, and being introduced to a lot of different foods that we didn't have. You dig what I'm saying? That you had no idea existed. That's the other part that changed in these last 7 years when it came to just Taurus in general. That energy. So, like, now dealing with the relationships, Tauruses are very loyal within relationships. Sometimes, like I said in part one, they could be to a default. It's like they are loyal to a default, and sometimes it could hurt them in ways, because they should move on when stuff isn't good, like a little bit quicker. That's why it's good that they should have a Gemini around them, or at least some Gemini energy, so they could be able to move on a little bit quicker from certain relationships. You dig what I'm saying? Because a lot of times Taurus could find themselves in toxic, stagnant relationships. You dig what I'm saying? They could be in obsessive relationships. You dig what I'm saying? To where they could be being stalked. You dig what I'm saying? By a person, or they could be the stalker. That's the other part. Taurus could be stalkers because like they feel like something is theirs and they don't want nobody else to have it, and they'll do any and everything to keep that. But they'll put in the work though. That's one thing I respect about the Taurus sons. They'll put in that energy. Like I said, I'm very familiar with Tauruses. You know what I'm saying? Very lovely, beautiful, giving people within the relationships. Now, they can be stubborn as fuck within relationships, like trying to get them to do something and change something about themselves is then virtually impossible. Like fucking impossible. Like god damn, you want to like, it's like talking to a fucking brick wall, and like no matter what you're saying, you just have all the logic in the world, and they're very logical. Don't never get them fucked up. Tauruses are very very logical. So that's why I don't understand like them when it comes to decisions. We telling them certain things within a relationship, like they could be stubborn about like changing those things. Not saying that they don't want to change those things. It's hard. It's just hard for them sometimes to change those things about themselves within a relationship, because they're they're like programmed like that square for them with Aquarius. That programming. That's why they made experiences all these changes these last 7 years. But those changes that they've been, you know what I mean, experiencing, which is good for them. It's supposed to be good for them, but like it's hard for them to do that. It's hard for them to change their program of the way that they think and speak and just do things. You dig what I'm saying? It's hard for them within relationships. So Tauruses could find themselves like frustrated. You know what I mean? They frustrate themselves more than actually the person that they're with. Believe it or not, Tauruses understand what I'm saying when I'm saying this. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they could know things could not be right with, you know, in themselves, and that their partner could be telling them, you know, you need to da 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 da, not for the benefit of the partner, but for the benefit of them and the relationship. And the Tauruses try to make the efforts, you know what I mean, to change if they're really, you know, involved with that person. Because, you know, again, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So they love us. And like, it's hard for them to give up what they love. You dig what I'm saying? And who they love. And who they love, they go hard for. Because it's also Earth. It's also an Earth sign. Taurus is also fixed Earth. So they fixated on that one person. That's it. That's what makes them dope within relationships. And so we talk about like the freaky side of the Taurus. You dig what I'm saying? The freaky side of the Taurus. You know what I'm saying? So they rule by the eyes. Well, the five senses. They rule by all the five senses. But then they rule by the nose, the ears, and the mouth. So cook for a Taurus. Dig what I'm saying? Get it smelling real good. Have some nice music going for them ears. So they smelling the food, tasting the food. You know what I mean? They hearing the nice music. You got them relaxed. That's all you need. And Taurus gonna take care of everything after that, because you done got them in it. Because like the flip side of them is Scorpio. So they gonna take care of everything after that for you. Trust me. They rule by the mouth. They know what I'm talking about. You good. You in the fucking game, partner. You in the game. You in the game after that. You're in the game. That's all I'm saying at that. Try to keep it PG-13. Try to. If you on my channel, you know how I get down. Should be watching this shit anyway. So another thing about them, like they whoop, like don't fuck with their money within relationships. Like they find themselves being the support a lot of times, like within relationships, male and female Tauruses. And a lot of them could be frustrated with that all the time because they feel like They have to finance everything all the time, and that can frustrate them because they, as long as it's being reciprocated, because you don't have to meet Taurus all the way where they're at. Because a lot of like say if Taurus is well off in life, so and their partner might not be right there financially with them, as long as their partner is, you know, trying to reciprocate, that's good enough for a Taurus. But some but some will find themselves with people who are not trying to reciprocate at all, and they could become like being used by people. And I hate to see anybody get used. That's why, you know what I mean, Tauruses should leave people who try to use them in any kind of way, because Tauruses, like I said, they're gonna always have it. They're the manifestors. They're the magicians of manifesting money down here and anything tangible that they're gonna have it. They're gonna say some of the richest people also Tauruses. Not because they stingy either. They're not stingy. They just fuck with who they love, and they'll help almost anybody. That's the other thing about them. They don't get enough credit for being that humanitarians that they are sometimes, low key. Dig what I'm saying? Because again, like I said, they finance a lot of people and they fuck with a lot of people, and they don't get it back within those relationships. So that can frustrate a Taurus. I can respect that. I understand that. So we're gonna talk about like the career like paths and career choices, Tauruses that could be like good. So you know, I said it, money. So the first thing you want to, starting out, especially for young Taurus, like be a teller at the bank. Work your way up to where you have your own bank. That's the perfect thing for a Taurus, like having their own fucking bank, or working in the bank, or some type of financial place or something like that, dealing with money. Money. A lot of them might work at check, cash, and advancing, like advancing places, places that sell furniture, things for your home, appliances, appliances, and also like technology, selling technology to people, places like that, like Runner Center and things like that. Just little mundane stuff like that. Not too hard. Taurus don't really like to do too much hard work, but don't get it fucked up. They are hard workers and they don't mind putting in the work, but they are there. If they had a choice, like anybody else, like, you know what I'm saying, they ain't trying to work too hard, but they can. Don't get them fucked up. They're also great in all food industries. Anything pertaining food, dealing with food, serving food, or cooking food, and using their creativity to do it also helps them. A lot of female Tauruses could be strippers. That's a great thing. I shouldn't throw that out there, but hey, I'm just telling you what I know. Hey, look, female Taurus and what male Tauruses too. It just is what it is. Like Tauruses are like eye candy a lot of times. So just similar to Scorpio. You got to look at it. I'm always gonna mention the opposite side because it's the same coin. It's just the other side. So a lot of them could definitely. You want to see a rich motherfucker, a business making bank, motherfucker stripper, straight up. This is what it is. I'm putting it out there. Charge y'all can get it. Another thing that y'all could do, career wise, trying to see, it's career wise. Like I said, just something working from home. A lot of Tauruses have been changing in these last 7 years from having a lot of home businesses or having their own business or getting their own business. And some of the things that I mentioned before, like dealing with food industry, things like that, finances. They could also be an accountant. Accountants are great for Tauruses. Tauruses like arguing, so like the very smart ones with a lot of Gemini they can make great lawyers. You dig what I'm saying? Prosecutors, not defense attorneys. Prosecutors. Once they get a Taurus that's a prosecutor, gonna get your ass there. The ones with that Gemini, they're gonna have you locked up. They're gonna have all the facts together. They ain't gonna open their mouth. They ain't gonna open their mouth because they don't like to look stupid. So that's why a lot of Tauruses keep their mouth closed with situations. If they don't know, they're gonna keep their mouth closed. other part, the Taurus, they could deal anything dealing with creativity, or arts, or anything that they're creatively passionate about. So that could be across the board when it comes to like careers wise. Um, that's pretty much about it. But when it comes to Taurus sons, I'm just keep this one light, low. Happy 420 to everybody. Salute to all y'all Tauruses. Y'all beautiful people to me. Get your money. Don't let everybody hold nothing because they ain't gonna pay you back. Fuck with only the people that fuck with you. Don't be sour about shit you can't change. Just change the things you can. Outside of that, salute.